Hello, it's Dr. Dawn. Welcome to Mystical Monday. I will be your intuitive guide and spiritual messenger for tonight's message, episode 30. But before we get started, let's get into a little bit of relaxation, a little bit of meditation, and let's clear our energy and open ourselves up to receive divine guidance, okay? Let's close our eyes and let's get ready to connect. Get yourself in a comfortable position. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out. Another deep breath in. Exhale out. One more breath in. Exhale out. Let's relax our shoulders and arms. Let's kind of move our shoulders in a backward circle motion. Let's try to loosen that tension in our shoulders. Let's do this 3 more times. Let's loosen that up. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Surround yourself with a bright white light, divine light. Circle all around us, covering, shielding, protecting, downloading divine light. Allow this light to circle your body and to release all lower vibrational energies that are not in alignment with your highest good. Allow these lower vibrational energies to exit through you all the way down to your feet and out into the Earth's atmosphere, removing all lower vibrational, heavy energy. Take another deep breath in. Exhale out. Sit in the light. As the light surrounds us, we feel the heat of the divine light. We feel the warmth of love and guidance and happiness and protection. Feel the love and light. Moving into our peaceful place of being. Moving into the truth of who we are. Holding on to our spiritual, energetic body. Continue to allow all toxins and toxicity to leave your body through the tips of your fingers, through the bottom of your feet, moving from the top of your crown chakra all the way down through your body to the ground, the earth's surface. Release. Allow the light of the divine to pour into you and through you. Feel the light. Excellent. Now allow the light that encircles you and encompasses you to slowly start to fade. Allow the light to fade. We are now connected to our divine self, standing in the truth of who we are, aligned and divinely guided. One more deep breath in. Exhale out. Let's open our eyes and shake our arms out. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Release, 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 release. Yes. Feel that energetic flow. We got it. We got it. Okay. All right. Ooh, that feels a lot better. We feel a little lighter, right? We are open, aware, and now ready to connect. Okay. And so let's talk a little bit. But before we talk a little bit, I want to talk a little bit to you guys about what I've been experiencing and kind of where I am in my journey. Okay, so things have been kind of all over the place, as we know, in terms of the frequencies, and it has been affecting us collectively. We're now feeling kind of off of our paths, so to speak, right? Our routines are getting shaken up. Our kind of everyday outlook is getting shaken up. Heck, our thoughts are even getting shook up. We're starting to become what feels like disassociated or detached from things. We're feeling like detached from our everyday kind of life. And so we're getting lost in the quote unquote routine of things. And so I have been like moving and shifting back and forth through dimensions throughout my waking state, not just when I'm sleeping, but when I'm awake. And it's become quite um, disruptive to my everyday way of being. So I'm trying to kind of keep a grasp on kind of what I'm doing from moment to moment, because my thoughts and ideas will shift because I'm shifting. So I had to take a week off to kind of gather myself and get myself together, because last week seems like the energies were huge in terms of shifting and having ascension symptoms. Okay. So you may be experiencing this too, feeling kind of not yourself, like the concept of time is getting away from you, your thoughts are getting away from you, things are just seeming chaotic, but they're really not. You're just kind of trying to get your balance, so to speak, your placing in this dimension. And so it kind of is rattling you a little bit. So I wanted to tell you that about me, so that if it's happening to you, you'll know that you're not alone. Okay. All right. So with that said, let's get into kind of like what we're going to talk about tonight, because you guys know I do one-on-one coaching sessions, intuitive coaching sessions, as well as spiritual coaching and guidance sessions. And so I'm noticing that you guys are starting to ask, like, I don't, or not starting to ask, but you're stating, I can't tell when spirit, AKA God, is talking to me, or I'm getting guidance from divine beings, spirit guides, or heck, from the divine himself. And so we're going back to kind of reviewing things of or ways to know kind of when you're getting guidance, which you guys don't realize it, but you're more aware of it than you think. You just doubt it all the time. Okay. And so we're in a state now, in a state of being now, where you're having to translate vibrations. Okay. You haven't really been in tune to doing that before in the past, but now it is paramount in this new frequency. Everything is a vibration, and every vibration is a translation. And so The reason I want to tell you guys this is because some of you get so frustrated. Like you'll come for the sessions and I'll kind of clarify kind of what some of the guidance is that you're getting, or confirm for you some of the things that you saw. Spirit will send it through me and you'll go, yeah, I saw that. And to kind of confirm, the message being given to you guys. And a lot of you are getting frustrated because you're just like, why can't I just know like what's coming next? Why can't I just have the information given to me like plain as day, or just clear cut? Because this is becoming too much. This is what a lot of you are feeling. But I want you to look at the big scheme of things. You wouldn't want to have constant explanations in terms of what's happening and what's going to happen in your life. You'd get tired of that if that were the case. And so that's why part of this experience involves you connecting to your energy, your energetic self, your intuitive guidance system, so that you can forever navigate and kind of think as you go. Not think, I shouldn't say think, experience, get the guidance, interpret as you go, and not all at one time or throughout your sequences, because it would be too much. And so a lot of times you guys will want me to tell you like what's coming next in your journey. Okay. And so if you've ever had a session with me, I'm very careful about the information that I give to you, because I understand that this is a journey and that it's not about getting to the finish line, because there is no finish line. It's about the navigation part of it, the exploration, the growth of your soul. All right. And so you have to realize that you're in a state of being now where you have to follow your impulses. You've never wanted to do that before. You've been kind of lackadaisical as it pertains to that. When you get impulses that will make you go into the unknown or feel uncomfortable, more than likely it's divine guidance moving you in the direction towards your heart's desires. A lot of you are trying to manifest wealth. Financial wealth, financial wealth, financial wealth. That used to be the big thing in the sessions. People wanted to know how to manifest, how to detach, let go, so that they can create and pull in the abundance that they want. Well, that's still prevalent. Everybody's still trying to do that. But more or less now, people are more into feeling good. They want to feel uplifted, happy, and in alignment, because now people aren't liking how they feel. So that's the biggest indicator there. If you are now aware of your feelings and that you're not content with them, you're on your way to manifesting and creating abundance and pulling in what you want, because you're now realizing life is, or this experience is, more about feelings than about obtaining things related to numbers and amounts, okay, and sums. As long as you chase anything with numbers, you're going to keep chasing. Okay. You're going to stay in the matrix grid. You're going to just go around the grid, around the grid, around the grid, because why? Numbers are infinite. They have no ending. They have no ending. So nothing will ever be enough, no matter what or how much of it you have, because you're looking at the numbers. Okay. Now that we're following the impulses that are guiding us, the feelings, the emotions, the subtle cues that are coming to us, it seems like the numbers now are becoming secondary. Well, a lot of you are probably thinking, well, wait a minute, Dawn, I see angel numbers all the time. The numbers. If you pay attention, right now, the angel numbers are not as prevalent as they were in the energies previously. The angel numbers were used to get our attention, because why? Because Spirit knows that the numbers are what our physical eyes are drawn to. It's the matrix. The matrix is made up of numbers. So how do you get our attention except to use numbers? So we got our attention, we got our attention in terms of the numbers, and then looking up the numbers to see what they mean. Okay. Now, if you notice, the angel numbers are kind of fading a little bit. We're now getting more into supernatural abilities, or abilities beyond the veil. We're now getting more into not just our intuition, but we're getting more into our abilities to kind of experience phenomena beyond the veil, okay? Because we're moving on in the frequency. And so as we're moving on in the frequency, these experiences are also helping you to be able to have a more clear and concise way to navigate, because the more experiences you have, the more you tap into abilities and things beyond the veil. I'm not going to say it gets easier, but the more confidence you get in the choices you're making, in the experiences that are coming your way, how to navigate, and then how to determine what to do next in your journey. Okay. So the next thing up is us having more, I call them supernatural experiences, or development of our, you guys call them gifts and abilities. I just say increasing our awareness of our abilities that we came here with, but a lot of people refer to them as gifts. Okay. So now we're getting into tapping into and activating our gifts. Okay. I want you guys to realize that the impulses that you're getting every day you get an impulse. From the time you wake up, you may get an impulse to, oh, I should brush my teeth before I do this. Or you may get an impulse, oh, I should go take a walk first. Or I should do, you're constantly getting impulses all day. You're getting them. I want you guys to tune into these impulses now, okay? No matter how big or how small they are, listen to the guidance that you're getting. Become aware of all the guidance, because you get guidance for any and everything you do. Let me tell you, I was on the way to use the bathroom. This may be TMI, but I'm just going to give you how this works. I'm on my way to use the bathroom. Impulse said, you need to get tissue first because it ran out. It's not any in there. Go get a roll of tissue before you go in the bathroom. So you're constantly getting guidance, constantly, all the time, anytime you do something, everything, you're always being guided. Start listening to the guidance, because when you do the little things like that, go get some tissue, put it on a roll before you use the bathroom, then the guidance gets bigger, okay? And it gets clear, and you become more comfortable and aware so that you can follow it. That's where we are now, okay? Because you guys are wanting to be more connected and more aware of how the universe is communicating with you at all times. All right. This is the energy and the frequency to get into that. All right. So if you are trying to get to the life that you want, okay, get to what you desire, which coincidentally all revolves around love, right? We are love at the core of who we are. Once we tap into the energy of love, all things are possible, all things are attainable. We manifest, we create, we manipulate that energy so well, and we are in our divine physical state of being, our original state of being, once we tap into love. And incidentally, you guys know that the whole point of you being down here is to play the game, navigate through the grid, to get to that original place of love by learning to manipulate energy. That's the whole thing you're doing on the game board. Manipulate energy, manipulate energy. Oh, okay. I pulled this in, this lower vibrational energy. Okay, I'm aware of it. How do I transmute it? How do I detach it? Okay, move that out the way. Let me move on to the next step. That's what you're doing down here. You're manipulating energy and becoming a master manipulator. That's how you play the game. You become a master manipulator. And if you're not tapped into the energy or how to manipulate it or use it, you're not going to be able to play the game, and you'll see yourself kind of on this Ferris wheel. You'll be going around and around doing the same stuff, repeating the same cycles, which a lot of people are, but a lot of people are now aware of the repeating cycles, and they want to get off the Ferris wheel. They want to get off the hamster wheel and start navigating to different paths. How do you do that? Become aware of the energy that is limiting you from moving forward on the path. Become aware of it, heal it or transmute it, keep it moving, okay? So energy is always at the forefront. You guys will see on every social media platform that I have, I am pushing energy awareness. We all are, even celebrities are. As I told you guys before, they're putting it in their music. Beyonce with her energy song. Lotto with Big Energy, her song, Big Energy. Energy is everywhere. You're going to be hearing it subconsciously, consciously. The planet is trying to push that message of energy, not just energy awareness, but moving towards understanding it, being aware of it, tapping into it, and ultimately being able to manipulate it so you can get through this game down here, okay? The sequence. Okay, so if you are trying to move towards what it is that you want and you're constantly going, I can't tell if I'm getting guidance. I don't know when the universe is talking to me or when the universe is guiding me. I want you to do something. Just take some small steps, very small steps towards tuning into the frequency that you want. Do you understand what that means? Taking small steps to tune into the frequency that you want. So for example, if you're trying to manifest money or wealth, okay, you know, they always say act as if you have it so you can pull it towards you. Well, a small step towards that might be to buy yourself something that you wouldn't normally buy because you say it costs too much, or walk around or put in your pocket or wallet $100 bill and keep it in there so that you know that you got $100 on you and you're not used to having $100 on you, but you keep $100 on you. So you know that you're walking always with money. That alone changes the frequency. Do you know a lot of us have such a lack mindset when it comes to money that just, it doesn't even have to be $100 bill. Let's put a 50 in there. Let's put a 50 or 20. Just keep that always on your person, your wallet, your pocket, and you always know you have money. Just that feeling of always knowing you have money on that small level starts the momentum for bringing in, I always have money. Money always is around me. Money comes to me. I'm never broke. I don't lack. It starts that momentum and you start pulling in what you're desiring in terms of your wealth and your abundance, okay? You may start getting ideas that come to you in terms of how to manifest wealth. You may start getting things that just happen and you consider you have luck. You know, you think you're lucky that are coming because of that, because it's energy momentum. You're getting the momentum going and the energy based off of you now reprogramming your thought process from lack to that of I always have money, and you're changing and manipulating the energy. Okay. All right. So when you're in the process of doing this, you say, okay, Dawn, again, I asked you, how do I know when I'm being guided or when the divine is trying to tell me how to navigate towards stuff? Well, if you know in your mind that your goal is to have wealth or money, because I'm going to stick with the same example, and then you start to reprogram it and you put the money in your wallet or keep it in your pocket and you know you always have money, when an opportunity comes along to you that is indicative of increasing your wealth or your money mindset, you'll know it's the divine bringing it to you as a result of a change in your energy, a shift in your energy and momentum towards this, trying to pull in this money. So your ability to understand when source, the divine God, is communicating to you gets stronger and gets more clearer, the more clearer once you move away from your old ways of doing things, thinking about things, and interpreting things, okay? We've got to get into, when we start getting into this energy manipulation, we get more into our spirit self, more into our energetic self, because we're energy, right? That's why we came down here to manipulate the grid, because we're energy, and you need energy to play on the game board. So since we're energy in this human body, we are constantly manipulating things externally and internally to help us get towards our goal or path here on the planet, okay? One of the things that you're probably going to find yourself doing when you are tapping in to your abilities or your gifts that are now coming to you more often than they were, or for some, they'll just be awakening right now. You're going to start to desire the feeling of alignment. You cannot start to awaken and get more into spirituality, your gifts and awareness, and not want to feel aligned. Okay, we understand what aligned means, right? You know, when you're aligned, I don't want to say when you feel good, but everything kind of falls into place synchronistically. Like you can go through a day and you don't have to be aligned for a whole day. You can be aligned for 5 minutes. You can be aligned for 2 minutes, a minute. But you know that feeling because you feel so connected, not just to God, but to everything around you. You know, it's when like you have these synchronicities out of nowhere. You think, and then you think something, and then it comes immediately into your energy field or into your presence. Or you may have a desire that happens to get met in a short amount of time. Like, you know, you're aligned because stuff starts energetically just appearing and you're not even trying to make it happen. That's the ultimate goal, to get so energetically aligned that stuff just happens in your favor, or that you want, without little to no physical effort on your behalf, physical or mental effort on your behalf, because you're just so energetically aligned. That's where we're getting to. We're moving towards that, but we're moving out of our third dimensional conditioning of, you got to work hard to get what you want. You have to sacrifice to get what you want. You have to like suffer and struggle to get what you want. This is our conditioning. This is our programming. This is what we've been taught time after time after time after time, that we're trying to reprogram and detach from. Okay, so that's why we have to take these small baby steps towards getting our momentum shifting and getting ourselves more in alignment. And for the example I gave you with wanting to create wealth, keeping money on you, 20, 50, $100 bill, whatever, in your pocket or wallet at all times. Don't spend it. Keep it, and you always knowing that you have money starts the reprogramming in your mind of removing the programming and energy of lack and replacing it with, I always have money, or I always have abundance, or I always have what I need. It starts the reprogramming of that. That's an example of taking a small step towards tuning into the frequency that you want. That's what we're doing now. Okay. All right. Now, we also get communications from source, aka God, aka the divine. We get them in our dreams. I did a whole little video this week or last week on dreams, and how they're going to be very vivid now, because we're getting a lot of guidance in our dreams. Because why? Because God, your spiritual team, all beings of light can get through to you better in your sleep state, because you're relaxed, no interruptions. You're kind of focused and tuned in, and you can receive a lot of the downloads, information, as well as experiences through your dreams. And so a lot of you are going to be seeing and experiencing dreams that make no sense to you. You think they don't make sense, but understand that the spiritual realm will communicate to you with symbols, with what seems like nonsense scenes and actions in your dreams, as well as things that trigger fear in you. Okay. Understand, whenever it's a dream that scares the living daylights out of you, remember, it's not to scare you. It's to get you to remember the concept or idea that is being conveyed to you. What information are we more likely to remember? Information that scares the heck out of us. Many of us sleep and we have dreams. We go, I don't remember if I dreamed or not, or I did have a dream, but I can't remember what it was. That's what we say all the time. But if it's a message that spirit is trying to get to you, and it comes to you in a dream that makes you afraid or scared, you're going to remember when you wake up, because we remember fear. And so when you look at that dream, don't look at it from a state of trying to scare you. Look at it from, okay, I remember this. Now, what is the message in it? How many times do we have dreams that we've been killed, or that someone we know has been killed, or that we maybe have fallen, or that we've hurt ourselves, or been in a car accident, or we've been like something scary that felt so real, seems like it really happened, like we were really in it, right? But we remember it vividly because it scared the heck out of us. That is the point of having that dream scare you, so that you can remember it very vividly. And once you write it down in your journal and you look at it, you say to your higher self, aka your higher self or your spirit team, what is the message? What is the message from this dream? The thoughts that start to get downloaded and come to your mind, write them down. Write them down. because you will be getting divine guidance and explanation and interpretation of your dreams. Okay. A lot of us are learning about ourselves and about our soul's journey through our dreams at this time. I know, because since that's one of the services I offer, dream analysis, and I'm getting everybody and I'm interpreting them, everybody's interpretations are very similar in nature, in terms of the fear in the dreams indicating something in their life that needs to be changed or removed. But it couldn't be explained any other way except through this type of measure to get you to tune into it. Okay. We got a lot of stuff stored down in us subconsciously, a lot of stuff that's been hanging around for a long time within us that is now coming up to be dealt with. And for some people, it's traumatic. For some, it's physical. It is having physical repercussions on our bodies. Okay. I explained on one of my lives this week, I think it was TikTok, if you're experiencing lower back pain, because I had someone come on and said they're experiencing severe lower back pain. So let me explain something to you. So we know that everything that happens to us spiritually, if it goes unnoticed or we don't deal with it, it's going to manifest physically, right? Into our physical body and reality. And so if you're experiencing lower back pain, well, let's just say back pain in general, you're feeling as if you're not supported. Okay. The back is what supports the spine, the body. It keeps it upright. It helps us to stand up straight. And so it's key for support in terms of the body. So when we have any pain in our back, it means we're lacking support. If the back pain is in your lower back, that is specific to financial support. You're having some financial difficulties and you're feeling like you don't have any support, assistance, and you're kind of feeling like you're carrying it alone, or carrying the brunt of it, most of it. Okay. So when that happens, when you can identify, like we just did, the source of the pain, we know how to go back or go into it spiritually and identify why we feel the way we do, and then try to clear it. Now, suppose this person was having lower back pain and they had no clue, okay? And their spirit team, higher self, was trying to get the message to them in their dream that they have some subconscious clearing that needs to be done as related to feeling as if they have no support. Well, it could manifest or appear in your dream. It could appear in many ways, but I'm just going to do a hypothetical. It could appear in your dream as if, this may sound crazy, but you could have a dream that you're wearing a bra that, for a woman, it could be you're wearing a bra and you feel like it doesn't have enough support. You keep pulling or yanking at it, or you are feeling as if you're lopsided or something in terms of your breast. Like, it could be comical. They can make it real funny because you might remember that, right? Or and it's all getting to the crux of the lack of support, not feeling support. You see how this goes? So it could show up many ways, this message, in a hopes of trying to get you to realize what the message is that's trying to be given to you. But the good thing about it is your higher self, as well as your spirit team, they know you better than you know you in most instances. And so they know the best way to convey the information to you. Okay. In a comical way, in a fearful way, however they need to do it to get your attention, they will do it. And that's what's happening now. That's a weird example I just gave you guys about the support, but that's what came to my head. But yeah, so that's what's happening. You guys are getting subliminal messages in your dreams, okay, as it relates to some areas in your spirit self and spirit way of being that are coming up for you to clear the energy field, all right, and clear that subconscious. So we're having so many things happening right now that the fact that people are still feeling uncomfortable in terms of knowing when they're getting guidance and when they're not. I shouldn't say people are uncomfortable with it. I think people are getting antsy now. Okay. It's like they know that they're getting some type of messages. They're wanting to know what they are so they can, decipher the messages or interpret the messages, get the guidance and move on. Everybody's getting a little anxious now. So I want to tell you now collectively for the planet, don't get anxious, because remember, everything is planned out in divine timing. Everything comes to you, happens to you, is revealed to you in the time in which it's deemed that you're ready to receive it. You don't want things coming that you're not ready for yet. Okay. So trust that everything is appearing and showing up in your energy field in the time and in the way that it is supposed to. Okay. All right. Another thing that I'm realizing too, and what I'm doing, you guys know these lives on Mondays, they're usually an hour long. The energy for me is not feeling like that right now. Like I need to do 50 minutes, an hour. I don't feel that in this energy at this moment. So before I came on you guys today, I said, okay, Spirit, lead me, guide me, whatever I need to get out, I'll get out, and I will stop whenever I need to stop, because I'm not going to just ramble on just to try to get an hour in. Now, let me explain to you why that is. We're in now the energy of doing what is meaningful for us and what is beneficial to us. Do you understand that? We were so tied in. Remember, I told you guys, we're so tied into the number sequence of the matrix. With the number sequence, you just keep going and going and going and going because numbers are infinite. You go, go, go. On these social media platforms, numbers are paramount. How many followers, how many subscribers, how many clicks, how many likes, how many dislikes, all of that. Everything is a number. And then when the algorithms change, remember now on these platforms, they change the algorithms. Okay, now they want you to post more shorts on YouTube because more shorts are getting more views. And then, no, we want you to do more longer videos, do hour-long videos. Those get more views. They keep playing with numbers all across the platforms. Be aware, you guys, and mindful of when you experience things in your lives that are tied into numbers. It is designed to keep you in a program. All right. And so because we are in the matrix, because we have no choice but to be in it, because once you incarnate here, you're in it. We don't have to be of it. You stay out of it by staying out of the attachment to numbers. And that's numbers as it relates to your salaries, your time, like I only got 5 hours. I got to do this, or I got to retire in 10 years, or I got to like numbers, anything that you tie into your well-being that's associated with numbers. Stop, take a deep breath, think about it, and then get into your place of alignment of what feels good. All right. So that's my big message for you guys tonight, is to be aware of how often numbers run your life. I had a whole client yesterday tell me, I feel like I'm behind. I'm 38. I was supposed to have 2 kids by now. I only have 1. I'm not married. I was, wanted to have a house. She had all these things tied into what she had planned in terms of her life. And it was like numbers, like her salary, the number of kids, what she wanted her significant other to be like, with all these different specifications. Like everything had something tied to it. If you're in that, there's nothing wrong with kind of getting into your mind kind of what you want and how you want things to be. Nothing wrong with that. But when you get into how they come to be, and if they're not this way, it's not going to be exactly what you want, then you're starting to try to program your existence and your sequence, and it gets kind of off. We're in the flow state now, you guys, the flow state. You set your intention on what you want, make your desire known and clear, and you flow into it. You follow the guidance and the assistance is being given to you that's moving you towards what you want. That is the hardest, most difficult thing for us to do. Even as our frequencies increase and is pushing us towards that sense of freedom and detachment, we still are holding on. We still are holding on. We're holding on for dear life. We got to start releasing slowly, by keeping our awareness up. Okay. So that as long as your awareness is up, you'll be aware of when you're trying to hold on and cling to it, and you can help yourself detach, keeping our awareness on when we are coming from an energy that is opposite of what we want. In the example that we did earlier, it's staying in the energy of lack when we're trying to create abundance. As it relates to the money, remember, keep the money in your wallet, a certain amount, keep it there so you always know you have it. You never feel like you're in lack. Certain things like that we're going to start doing to reprogram and detach. Okay. I wanted you guys to know this because I always tell you guys there's going to come a time where people like myself, who are coaches and healers and teachers and everybody who's assisting in the like onset and initiation and implementation of this ascension protocol, we're going to start to fade out. We're going to fade, 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 fade as the energy starts to move towards you being, well, it's moving towards it now, towards you being your own navigation system. But many of us have signed up to assist in encouraging, guiding, and assisting as well as ourselves through this part of the process. But you got to understand it's going to start to fade as the frequency fades. So we got to start getting into more of the awareness of ourself, our self-love, our self-awareness, and our feeling of alignment. We got to get into what it feels like to be aligned, and not so much when somebody tells us we're in alignment. Nobody can tell you you're in alignment. You have to feel your way through the alignment. Okay. So I'm going to keep this one short and sweet today because I want you guys to take this all in, and I want you to get into you. I want you to get your dream journal together so that you can start writing down these dreams, start interpreting them, start communicating and allowing your higher self to help you navigate and increase your awareness and sharpen your abilities or gifts so that you can continue to navigate. Okay. If you are not dreaming, which most of you will say, I don't dream. Yeah, you do. You just don't remember it. I want you guys to start setting the intention now. Before you go to sleep or when you're meditating or throughout the day, I want to remember my dreams. That's all you have to say. I want to remember my dreams. Say it to yourself, and you will reprogram or program your higher self to now make you in an awareness state of being. Okay. When you put yourself or go to sleep. All right. So this is a fun time. It's a fun time, but it's a lot going on, a lot going on. We'll stay together during this process. We'll get through it. And along the way, we may have to take some breaks because, hey, I incarnated in this human body just like you guys. And so sometimes I need a break just like you guys do. And that's okay. We'll break and we'll come on back. But most of all, we're going to stay connected. We're going to stay connected to not just each other, but we're going to stay connected to the divine, and we're going to stay connected to our chakra system and our portals. And we're going to remember that we are the divine beings that we are. And we're going to have fun while we're here and enjoy this experience because coming to Earth is a once in a lifetime experience. It is phenomenal. You signed up for it. Many didn't get to come, but you did. So we're going to get through it, and we're going to have fun while we do it. Okay. You guys remember, follow me on social media because I'm bound to do different things, different places, different times. I may show up on one platform and not on the other, like I did last week. Didn't show up here, but I showed up on TikTok and showed up on Instagram. So follow me on Instagram, Discovering Your Inner Light. Follow me on YouTube. Well, you're already on YouTube, Discovering Your Inner Light. TikTok, Discovering Your Inner Light. Facebook, Discovering Your Inner Light. Okay. I am Dr. Dawn. I would appreciate it if you guys would leave me wonderful comments in the comments section if you're watching it now or on the replay, comments and questions that you have. I love to hear from you guys. Don't be shy. We're in this together. This is our soul group. The more communication, the better. I want all of us to feel as if we have a network, okay? All right. You guys take care. Enjoy your journey, and everybody be happy. Okay, until next week, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.